on demand.
Good afternoon and welcome to WEFM's Midday News, brought to you with the kind compliments of Court St. Vincent Limited.
Venture into the ozone at Quartz Optical. Get your free eye exam plus free children's frames with any lens purchase. Adults get 25% off frames and lenses when you shop today with no cash. 3 to 24-month credit terms available. So book your appointment online today at quartzoptical.com. Get in on the deals and save now. Only at Quartz Optical. Value you can see. Promotion runs till August 31st, 2022. Special conditions apply.
Welcome back to WEFM's Midday News, brought to you with the kind compliment of Court St. Vincent Limited. I am your presenter, Rajiv Providence. First, on the local scene, a 15-year-old girl is missing from her grandmother's residence at Villa. A bulletin from the Royal St. Vincent and the Grenadines Police Force, the RSVGPF, said Ziola Fredericks Williams, a student of Grenada, reportedly left her grandmother's home for an unknown destination at about 6 p.m. on Friday, August 12th. She is about 5 feet 5 inches tall, fair in complexion, stout in build, and carries a short hairstyle. She was last seen wearing a pink top, blue long jeans pants, a green hat with the logo of a marijuana leaf, and a pair of green slippers. The RSVGPF is soliciting the assistance from the public in locating Ziola. If seen, persons are asked to please contact the Assistant Commissioner of Police in charge of crimes at telephone number 1784-457-1211, the officer in charge of the Criminal Investigations Department or Major Crimes Unit at 1784-456-1810, or the officer in charge of the South Central Division at 1784-458-4200, or any police station or police officer you are comfortable with speaking with. Police have given the assurance that calls will be treated confidentially. Over the weekend, male surgical patients were moved to the restored male surgical ward at the Milton Cato Memorial Hospital. Extensive rehabilitative work was carried out on the ward, including bathrooms, nurses' station facilities, doors, windows, floors, painting, and an improvement in the overall aesthetics of the ward. Hospital Administrator Grace Walters said she is pleased with the work done, as the renovations made have not only enhanced the look of the ward but also the safety. Minister of Health Sinclair Prince said it is really a follow-up to what we did on the male medical ward and the improvements that were made there. The spirit is higher when you come into this ward. The minister added that though the acute care hospital would be underway soon, there would still be improvements done to the Milton Cato Memorial Hospital. Work continues now on the maternity ward and the female medical ward, which is currently being used as an isolation center. Still on the local scene, Prime Minister Dr. Ralph Gonsalves reaffirmed on Tuesday that this country will not cut diplomatic relations with Taiwan as a precondition to setting up ties with China. Nobody can dictate to St. Vincent and the Grenadines, so long as I am Prime Minister, any precondition. You can't tell me that I must abandon a friend to have relations with you, Gonsalves said during an interview with CNA in Taipei. Some fear China could extend its pressure campaign, which has been widely condemned around the world, to stealing away some of Taiwan's 14 remaining diplomatic allies around the world. Beijing has already lured 8 of Taiwan's allies to switch allegiance since 2016, when President Tsai Ing-wen, who has adopted a far more adversarial stance toward China than her predecessor, took power. But Gonsalves said Taiwan need not worry that St. Vincent and the Grenadines would switch diplomatic recognition to China. Prime Minister Gonsalves returned from a 6-day visit to Taiwan on Sunday and is set to update the nation on this recent official visit, as well as other issues of national importance, in a press conference tomorrow, Tuesday, August 16th. On to news in the region. An alleged cat thief was murdered in Morvant, Trinidad and Tobago on Saturday night. Police said that at around 10 p.m., residents reported hearing gunshots and later found Gamal Waldron's body. Waldron, 41, was with a group of friends at Katoy Trace, Chenabu Gardens when he was killed. Police at the scene of Waldron's killing found 35 spent shells, including 10 bearing the marking TTR 15, which they say allegedly belongs to Trinidad and Tobago Regiment. 540 caliber casings and 16 9mm spent shells were also found. Waldron of Pashley Street, Laventille, was charged in 2018 with stealing a Kia SUV belonging to a former journalist from outside the Besson Street police station. 6 Jamaicans traveling through Panama to various destinations were not allowed to board their connecting flight in that country on Saturday. The Jamaicans were en route to the Netherlands. Jamaica's Foreign Affairs and Foreign Trade Minister, Senator Kamina Johnson-Smith, sought answers from the authorities in Panama as to why the Jamaicans were not allowed to board their flight. The minister, in a series of tweets on Sunday, shared that she was advised that the Jamaicans were not facing deportation, a claim that was being made on social media. She said her information was that they were not allowed to board the flight because of the airline's refusal. Johnson Smith stressed that the Jamaican authorities will be making further inquiries of the Panamanian government on the issue, including the alleged conditions in which the nationals were placed at the airport. On the international scene, attempts to rescue 10 men from a flooded mine in Mexico have been delayed after the water levels in 3 shafts rose suddenly on Sunday. The miners became trapped on August 3rd when a wall in a tunnel collapsed and water from an adjacent chamber gushed into the 3 shafts. Officials say the water has to drop to a depth of 1.5 meters to allow rescuers to enter the shafts safely. But on Sunday, it suddenly rose again to more than 20 meters. The governor of the state where the coal mine is located said the water was probably flowing into the shafts from a nearby disused mine. Governor Miguel Riquelme said engineers were trying to find the source of the leak so they can block it. More than 200 million liters have been pumped from the shaft so far, but the rescue work has been hampered by a number of setbacks. And finally, in sports, Simona Halep produced a battling performance in Toronto to beat Brazil's Beatriz Haddad-Maia in 3 sets and claim a 3rd Canadian Open title. The 2019 Wimbledon champion pulled through to rise back up to 6th in the world rankings. Halep, 30, dropped from 2nd in the world to 20th after missing a large part of last season with injury. Spain's Pablo Carreno Busta beat Poland's Hubert Hurkacz to win the men's title. The 31-year-old pulled off what he described as the best title of his career after seeing off Britain's Dan Evans in the semifinals. Carreno Busta, 23rd in the world, battled back after losing the first set on a single break off serve to turn the tables on world number 10 Hurkacz for a deserved victory. This has been WEFM's Midday News. I have been your presenter, Rajiv Providence. Join us again at 3 p.m. for WEFM's 3 p.m. News. WEFM's Midday News is brought to you with the kind compliment of Court St. Vincent Limited.
Be cool for school with free gifts and up to 50% off all the items you will need for back to school. Purchase an HP laptop for only $1,199 and get a free HP laptop bag. That's great, but wait, there is always room for a sale with more free gifts and up to 50% off furniture, appliances, and electronics. Save $500 in a washing machine and get a free iron, or get prices as low as $699 on now and get discounts up to $1,200. Get a blender, mixer, or even a microwave for free with your next purchase of a fridge or stove. Shop now with no cash and get instant credit for 3 to 48 months in store or online at shopcarts.com. The savings, sales, discounts, and offers are all great all month long. Only at Courts. Courts, bringing value home.